Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Property Subcommittee at Staffordshire County Council today, Wednesday, the 7th of August. First item on the agenda is apologies for absence. Do we have any apologies?
Yes, we do. Thank you, Chair. We've received apologies from Councillor DeVille and Councillor Price. Thank you.
Agenda item 2, declarations of interest. Does anybody have any declarations of interest? No. For the record, nobody is indicating. Agenda item 3 is the minutes of the meeting held on the 3rd of July 2024. Is it your wish that I sign those off as a correct record of the meeting?
Move those, Chair.
That is moved. Agenda item 4, St John's Primary, Shorberts Lane, Lichfield. Councillor Parry, I think we're with you.
Sorry, I'm a novice. Pretty straightforward one, I think, as part of the building of the school and this land which has been transferred by Persimmon to us, and then we transfer it to the school under a 1 to 5 year lease. I don't think it's in any way controversial. Pretty straightforward.
It is pretty straightforward. Right. Before we go to the committee, I'm just going to go around the table. Mr. Turner, any comments?
No, just that it's here at committee because these are transactions that are not for value. So we take the possession of the site from Persimmon as is required by the Section 106 agreement as part of the planning application, and then we will enter into an agreement for lease and then a subsequent lease with the Multi-Academy Trust once it's been identified to actually run the school. I think it has been identified now, but it wasn't at the time that this report was written. But all standard transactions, thank you.
Finance?
No further comments.
Legal?
No additional comment, thank you.
Local member?
Yes, comments received from the local member chair. Councillor Greatorex has sent in. The additional school is to be welcomed. It will take the pressure off the 3 other primary schools, all of which are on Cherry Orchard. That will also ease traffic movements there at drop-off and pick-up times and avoid the need for pupils to be walked across the main road. The location selected is ideal to service St John's Grange estate with its young families in good number. One other comment is the reference to Shortbutts Lane as the address is misleading. Baker Way is the new estate road that services the site. Thank you.
Thank you. The useful comments, actually, all very insightful, because when I was thinking Shorberts Lane, and I used to drive up and down there all the time before the alternative route was available, it isn't really quite Shorberts Lane, but nevertheless, he's clarified that. I also agree with his comments about the relieving the pressure on Cherry Orchard. For those people who don't live in the area, Cherry Orchard is a single road. It's got 3 schools on it, and it's mayhem dropping up and picking up time. But yeah, he's quite right in his estimations there. Right, members of the committee, you've heard the initial comments from the portfolio holder plus advice. Any other comments before we move forward to the recommendation? Nobody's wishing to speak, so back to Councillor Parry, please, if you can give us the recommendations, Councillor Parry.
Approve the letting of a floor of... Oh dear, I've moved forward an agenda. So sorry, Chair. I will get better at this. I move to item 2 in advance. Recommendation to complete the transfer of the site from Persimmon Homes Limited to Staffordshire County Council and the grant of an agreement for lease of €125 academy lease of the site following the construction of the primary school on the site by Staffordshire County Council to the Academy Trust / Multi-Academy Trust. The final details of the transaction to be delegated to the Assistant Director for Commercial and Assets.
You've heard the recommendations. All those in favour?
Agreed.
For the record, that is unanimous. Moving on, the next agenda item is that I move exclusion of the public. That the public be excluded from the meeting for the following items of business which involve the likely disclosure of exempt information as defined in the paragraphs of Part 1 of Schedule 12A as amended of the Local Government Act 1972 as indicated below.